Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Can you hear me okay? Sorry about the late start, guys. It's only 1 minute late, but I was having problems setting up, because this is the first webinar we've done in a little while. Some of the settings had changed, and I was having trouble getting them set up on my streaming little thingy. Anyway, that's not important. For those of you who don't know, welcome to the midday or daily analysis, whatever we call it these days. This is Nick from forexfornoobs.com. Today's analysis, we're going to be, actually, I should say the date first. Today is Tuesday, the 24th of July, 2018. Time is 12:03 here in the UK. In today's analysis, we are going to be looking for price action setups. We're going to be looking for price action setups across most of the pairs that I have listed here on the side. This is my watch list. We're going to be looking at most of these pairs here across all these time frames. When I say price action setups, we're looking for reversals, continuations, all kinds of price action setups. Anything is okay with me as long as it's a good price action setup. Just going to untick these. Hold up. I just want to open up the forum in my other tab. Just want to check a few things. Sorry, I just want to read up real quick because there were a lot of comments to a few posts on the forum, like a lot of activity to them. So I just want to read through real quick just to make sure I'm up to date with some of the things we'll be looking at today. So I know I should have done this before, but I just, I've been kind of out all morning, so I haven't really had time. But anyway, I'm all caught up, so it's it looks good. Thank you, Sharon. For those of you who don't know, I was off on holiday in Italy for a little while, just over a week. It's quite good, fun, warm, really nice beaches. Was at my mum's place, so a lot of great food. Yeah, it was good. But anyway, let's get into the analysis. No one wants to hear about my trip. AUDJPY, let's kick things off with the pair at the top of this list here. It's not at the top of the list for any other reason, for any reason other than it's alphabetical. I don't know why this is down here. What's up with these support resistance areas? Something's got weird here. I don't remember it being here. But then again, yeah, I think that's better. Maybe not. Support resistance is really messy through here anyway. And there's nothing really much going on here. Arguably, you could be looking at a reversal there, but it doesn't really look that good to me. And there's a lot of other JPY pairs that have a similar reversal happening. And it looks better on most of them. So anyway, AUD New Zealand, not much going on here. It's just ranging tightly up here. It's hit this resistance area, can't really get beyond it, but it can't move any lower either, so it's just forming this tight little range here. This is not a pair I commonly trade anyway, so I think we'll just move on to AUDUSD. AUDUSD is another ranging pair. This one's ranging down at the bottom here. It's formed a range between these two areas, so the upper area in this range is the 74.50-ish, and the lower area is the 73.50. So it's a 100 pip range between 73.50 and 74.50, and it's been trapped there for quite some time. I'm sure if we drop down to a lower time frame, you'll see, yeah, there we go. You'll see a lot clearer bounces. This is a well-established range at this point. So you could look for some range bounce trades. Doesn't look like a very clean range. So when I say clean range, what do I mean? Clean ranges are just where price goes up, down, down without really stalling in the middle. It just bounces around. You know, those are rare, but when they do happen, that's some great trading to be done there. This doesn't seem like a very clean range because it does, you know, stall out in the middle. Sometimes it breaks above the range. So it's a bit of a trickier range to trade, but hey, trading isn't always going to be easy. There's always going to be tricky trades, and there is potential for range trades here. Not right now because it's in the middle of the range, but do keep an eye out for price hitting the top of this range or the bottom of this range for long and short trades. If it hits the bottom, you're looking to go in long. If it hits the top, you're looking to go in short, that kind of thing. We'll keep a close eye on that this week, see how that plays out. But yeah, right now, it's in between, so there's not that much to do at the moment. All right, EURAUD. EURAUD is also in a range. I'm not going to explain in detail what to do here. Just keep an eye out on this range for longs and shorts like we're doing for AUDUSD. EuroCAD, nothing much going on there, guys. Just kind of stalling on top of the support area. EURJPY, this one's hitting this resistance area. This is a very strong resistance area. Is anyone short on this one? I don't think I saw it posted to the forum, so I'm assuming not. Although not all trades are posted to the forum, because a lot of people enter trades and don't post them. But yeah, not posted to the forum, definitely. So I'm not sure how many people are in this one, if any. But it looks kind of okay. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of EURJPY at the moment. For quite some time, it was ranging in a horrible range, which was through here, where it was just almost impossible to take any decent trade because it would stall out for days, sometimes weeks in the same spot. So yeah, I'm not that bothered with this short, to be honest. Doesn't look like anyone's in it. So whatever. EURJPY. Now this one's interesting. We've been looking at this one since yesterday. So EURJPY is in both an uptrend and a downtrend. You know, that can happen in trading. You could say that overall it's trending down still, but it looks like this downtrend might be dead. It might be gone. This downtrend might be over, and it might have turned into an uptrend. So basically what I'm saying is, right, we got like a rough trend line there that's broken. Now we got this trend line up here. So it looks like it's starting to trend up. That's what I'm saying. So if it is trending up, which it looks like it might be, there is a continuation trade forming here. Continuation is a continuation of the main trend. So basically, the trend is going this way, comes up to here, falls back down to support. As support, buyers come in and boom, it goes up. Usually it doesn't go up all that way that quickly. I wish it did, but it usually doesn't. But there is potential for a continuation trade here. It is dropping down, but it is clearly stalling out at the support area. Yesterday's candle stalled out at the support area. Today's candle is continuing that stall out. It did drop a little bit lower, but overall it is stalling out at this area. So I am going to keep a close eye on this one. I do want to jump in long, potentially. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to jump in long yet. What I want to see is probably this 12-hour candle at least pushing up and breaking this high or even that high, but that high might be tricky from a risk-reward ratio standpoint. I want to see like a break of some highs, maybe a pullback after that, just so I can get in on a bit of a retrace, because otherwise the risk-reward ratio is going to be a bit tricky on this one. So let's say we enter up there with a stop loss down here somewhere. Our risk to reward ratio is going to be like 1.4 at the next resistance area, which is pretty atrocious. So if you enter on a bit of a retrace, then you know you got better numbers. So let's just keep an eye on this one. I'm going to be watching it on the 12-hour and the daily for potential continuation. I've been watching it since yesterday. Also USDJPY, which we'll get to soon. All right, EURUSD, much like AUDUSD, is in a range. This range is not as clear-cut, but at this point it is a confirmed range. What I need to see a confirmed range is two bounces, so one bounce, two bounce, And from the bottom side, also 2 bounces, which we've had plenty of bounces from the bottom side. So it is in a range right now. I am looking for trades in this range. So that's basically just longs and shorts from the tops and bottom of the range. So if it gets up here, short. If it gets down there. But I'll be looking for indecision and what I normally look for. I'm not going to just long and short as soon as it touches the top of the range. That's not how this works. I'm looking for, once it gets up there, indecision to form. I'm looking for signs that it is going to turn around. And if I get those signs, I will be going short. But it is a messy range. It's even messier than AUDUSD, really. And it does seem to be wanting to stall out in the middle here. So, I mean, this one's going to be tricky. But we're going to keep an eye on it anyway, because why not? GBP, AUD, nothing much going on here, guys. Just in between support resistance. Yeah, let's just skip to something else. GBPJPY. Maybe need to fix my support resistance areas on this one a little bit. It is stalling out on my support area though right now. Let's zoom in. I'm a bit zoomed out. It's stalling out pretty heavily on this support area. Let's keep an eye on this for a potential long trade, but I'm not that bothered with this one, to be completely honest. Yeah. Maybe. Thing is, I'm looking at potential trades on EURJPY and USDJPY. I'm not going to enter all 3 of them, so that's why I'm saying I'm not too bothered with GBPJPY. GBPJPY looks like the worst of the 3. That being said, a lot of the times when you look at 3 setups that are essentially the same across 3 different pairs, and you say to yourself, well, this one looks like the worst one out of the 3. That one is a better performer. It's happened way too often for me to just dismiss it offhand. So I'm not going to dismiss GBPJPY. I'm going to keep an eye on it. If this gives me a better risk to reward ratio, I might consider going in long here instead of EURJPY or instead of USDJPY. So we'll keep an eye on it. I'm not going to just dismiss this one. Yeah, definitely keep an eye on this one. GBPJPY is looking decent, I guess. GBPUSD reversing from this support area down here. Yeah. I mean, nah, there's nothing going on there. Nothing I'd want to trade. New Zealand USD. I mean, nothing really going on here. Nothing that I would want to trade here. It's in between support resistance, so. USD CAD, in between support resist. Well, it's kind of at the bottom near support, but it's just really messy. Nothing tradable there. USD CHF dropped away from this resistance area. I think some of you were in short. Dominus. Oh no, that was posted on the 16th of July. Oh no, so yeah, that was short from this resistance area here. But yeah, that trade seems to be over. I'm looking at the forum right now. Yeah, all right. Nothing really much to discuss there. That trade's over. USDJPY. Now this one's interesting. I really hope some of you shorted from this resistance area here. That was a really cool trade. A really quick short too. I was on holiday at that time, so I didn't take that trade, but I hope some of you did. Price is stalling out at this support area. We were looking at this one yesterday. Some of you wanted to jump in already. I personally think that entry was a bit early. I am waiting for a 12-hour chart, daily chart entry. So I'm going to keep a close eye on this and look for a long trade here. So what I want to see to get a long trade is indecision on the support area, maybe on the daily, maybe on the 12-hour, and then a break of these recent highs. And I think that wraps it up for the analysis, guys. I mean, there's really not that much else to discuss. We got through it pretty quick today. A lot of potential stuff happening, but we blitzed through it. I'm not really going to look at gold and silver. I mean, there's not much going on there right now. Gold is falling, which is good if you invest in gold, because you can get it at cheap prices, and silver also. You can see they're dropping to significant-ish lows. Kind of lowest it's been since this time last year. But yeah, that's not trading, that's investing, different thing. CHF-JPY, I don't even know why I have that open, guys. But yeah, that wraps it up. Are there any questions, guys? You thought there would be a potential trade on GBPUSD? I don't see it. Where are you seeing a trade on GBPUSD? And what kind of trade are you seeing? I mean, if you were long already, that's fine, Sharon. I'm not saying that a long trade you're already in is bad, because it did stall out at support and it did start pushing up, but getting in now, I don't see. So don't worry, Sharon. You're in a decent position right now. Although it is trending down overall, but it stalled out at this low, and this is a significant low. It did drop lower, but it did recover. So we're looking at, you know, pretty significant low, about 1 year old. Like I said, it did break below that 1 year old low, but then it quickly pushed back up. So I wouldn't be surprised if this continues to move up. So if you're in short already, that's completely fine. I just don't really see entering a short now. And Jamil, to answer your question, if you wanted to go on long, you should have been in long ages ago. Well, not ages. Well, yeah, no, it was ages ago. It was 1, 2, 3. No, this is a 12-hour chart, so let's go to the daily. On the 20th is when that long trade triggered. So that would have been Friday. So yeah, you're too late to the party. Guess you could have gone in on a retrace today, because it did pop back down to what could have been an entry, but yeah. Are there any other questions, guys? All right, well, it doesn't look like there's any questions, but if there is, I'll answer them in a second. For now, just going to quickly wrap up things with the analysis, just go over what we talked about. AUDUSD, I'm looking for range-bound trades. That's shorts if indecision forms at the top and longs if indecision forms at the bottom. So range-bound trades. Euro, oh, damn it, I always do that. EURAUD, I am looking for the same thing, ranges. EURJPY, looking for a potential long trade from the support area. GBPJPY, same thing. USDJPY, same thing. And EURUSD, range-bound trades. The 5-minute scalping strategy is we're still looking at September. There was a post about it on the forum recently. Anyway, guys, I think that wraps it up for the analysis. Thank you guys for attending, and I will see you for tomorrow's analysis, which should be at 10 a.m. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you